So we're going to go more bold on our next predictions, like Miiverse has gone way more bold. There is the Star Fox series, who at this point only has one representative. Well, Miiverse thinks there will only be one more representative. That's right, 2 representatives from the Star Fox series. But they don't think it's going to be Falco or Wolf. They think it's going to be a newcomer, and who they're predicting is Crystal. Now, when the game was originally announced back at E3 2013, I thought for sure Crystal would finally get into the roster. I was like, yeah, it's time. She was requested to be in the last Smash Brothers, and she didn't make it. She's a female, which there's a lot of female in the roster. So it would just make sense that this would be the one that she would get put into. But she hasn't been in a Star Fox game since Star Fox Adventure. Star Fox is not really that relevant right now. They'd have to create a whole new character, moveset, model, everything. I don't think this is very likely at all. If I had to rate the likeliness that this actually happens, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. Continuing on, we're going to go to 2 veterans. The first one is one that a lot of people really like the uniqueness of his moveset. He is in his own franchise that is WarioWare, and it's Wario. People think Wario is coming back, and I would agree. I would say that his likelihood to return is a 9 out of 10. So I think Miiverse has hit the nail on the head on this one. I think it makes sense for him to return. There is already a trophy from the WarioWare series. Yeah, he's coming back. 9 out of 10. I really should give it a 10 out of 10, but I'm going to go 9 out of 10 for Wario returning. And then the other one is another original character from the Smash Brothers series. And that is everybody's favorite Earthbound character, Ness. He's come back. I'm so confident that, again, Miiverse has hit this on the head, the nail on the head, that I give his likelihood of returning and Miiverse being correct on this prediction a 10 out of 10. I don't think it's if he's returning, I just think it's when is he going to be revealed. Okay, so the next newcomer is one that everybody seems to think is very likely, and that is Shulk from the Xenoblade Chronicles series. This definitely makes sense, especially with the new Xenoblade game coming out for the Wii U. The only thing that hurts his chances, the fact is that he's not in that game. So I think Xenoblade is going to have a representative for the roster, though. I think it would be foolish for Nintendo not to put a Xenoblade Chronicles rep in there. And the only one that makes sense is Shulk. I would say Shulk is the newcomer that has the best chance of coming into the game. And I'm going to give his likelihood of being added to the roster a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10 is what I think is his likelihood. Then we're going to go bold again. Miiverse seems to think that Paper Mario stage that was revealed on Miiverse is no coincidence. They don't think it's just a stage. They think that Paper Mario is going to be a character in the game. And although some people say he would be a Mario clone, he would not even be close to Mario clone. His moveset would be nothing identical to Mario, as I don't know if you played any of his games, but there's not much in common with the original Mario and Paper Mario other than the way they look. I mean, they're both Mario, but they are completely different, and I think their moveset would be completely different. It would be a unique character. I think it's possible It's not very likely, though. I'm sorry, Miiverse. I do not agree with you on this one. I'm going to give his likelihood of joining the roster a 3 out of 10. And then, last but not least, Miiverse seems to think we're going to have another third-party representative, putting our third-party reps at 4. And it won't be Snake. Snake is not going to return, according to Miiverse prediction. They seem to think that Rayman is going to be in this game. And I say this makes a lot of sense. Now, a lot of people are saying that, oh, Nintendo deconfirmed him. They said that he's not going to be in the game. Well, of course they did. They had to cover up what the Nintendo of Canada rep said, because I can guarantee you they're not going to tell you that he is in the game until Sakurai or Nintendo confirms it on the Smash Bros. Website or Miiverse. It's not going to happen. And for them to try to cover it up by saying, oh, he was just talking about the trophy. Really? Do you really think we're that stupid? He was clearly talking about playable characters that were not on that demo roster that he was playing. Why the heck would he mention Rayman if he's just a trophy? I think this makes absolutely no sense, and when it makes absolutely no sense, that's because there's something they're hiding or trying to cover up. I personally don't care if he's in the game. I think he would be a great addition to the roster. I think that he would fit in the game way more than Snake ever did. I just don't think Snake fit into this game, but Rayman, in my opinion, would. I'm on the fence on this one, because if you think about it, when Brawl came out, we knew who the two third-party reps were. There were no more. There was no secret third-party rep. So, what's the likelihood of there being a secret third-party rep in this one? Probably not very likely. For that reason, I'm going to give Rayman's appearance in the game of being a playable character a 5 out of 10. I think there's a 50-50 chance that he's in the game. I think things just don't add up. Sakurai is trolling us with the trophy. It just doesn't make sense. I just think that there's something to it. There's a reason why they were so adamant about trying to cover up Rayman when Matt accidentally leaked them from Nintendo of Canada. I think there could be some truth to this. Now it's possible that there isn't. Again, I'm giving his likelihood of appearing a 5 out of 10. And I want you guys to know that Rayman was the most voted character out of all the rest of my list. So there were characters like Girahim, and who else was on there? Bowser Jr. Vets like Falco, Wolf, Rayman beat them too. So I found that interesting, but I didn't make this roster. This is not my predicted roster. This is Miiverse's predicted roster. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And we'll talk to you later, YouTube. Thanks. Bye.